Hey everyone, it's Ethan or Miist back again for another video today, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here again for yet another video, and today we're going to be talking about every movie I watched last week, which was a very interesting week. It was a very up and down kind of week, and I'll obviously explain that here in a minute, but I just want to show you guys, I was at work the other night, and Mel was off, and she decided to be the best girlfriend ever, as always, and ended up cleaning out the back corner here, so I'm sure you guys have noticed over the past month that we've been here, I guess 2 months now, we've had boxes in this back corner because I just never really wanted to, my god, my music is loud, I never really wanted to unpack the boxes I had here because it was all just pops, and I didn't really want to put them on the floor, but I mean, it's a brand new apartment, it's fine if they're on the floor, I don't really care. Anyways, that's not the point. Let me move my mic. So yeah, that's not the point, but yeah, anyways, I really enjoy what Mel did. It's really nice. You guys can't even see them all, but for now, it's a nice temporary thing. Sorry, that was really loud. Let me show you guys what it looks like a little bit. You can kind of see, these are all my Star Wars pops there for you guys. So in that corner, those are all my Star Wars pops. Those are my DC pops. Apart from my Flash setup that I have over here. I do plan on showing you guys that at one point, and I have some stuff here, obviously, on this windowsill, and then some old Squishmallows. But, yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I'm very happy with what Mel had done. So, obviously, it looks a little bit better now that there's not boxes back there, but it's just temporary until we eventually get shelves, because we want to get shelves up there so I can put all my pops there as well. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But with that being said, let's actually get into the plot of this video. Push over so I can show you guys what's up. All right. So yeah, let's just look at my letterbox really quick, and I'll show you guys exactly what I meant by it was a very up and down week. So I started the week off pretty strong with 2 4.5 stars, then a 3.5, a 4-star, a 3.5. A 1-star, a 2-star, a 0 or a half a star, a 3.5, 2.5, 4, 3, 2. So it was a really all over the place kind of week. But hey, let's get into it. So we actually have a new least favorite movie I've ever watched, which I'm very excited for, just to talk to you guys about. But yeah, I have almost half of this video is going to be under 50, which is pretty low for me. So yeah, up first, my now least favorite watch ever is Spawn from 1997. I ranked it a 0 out of 100. It is the worst thing I have ever watched in my life, without a doubt. I thought it was fucking tragically bad. I really, really did not enjoy it at all. At one point, I kind of enjoyed like one little thing about it, and it was how Spawn looked. And I was thinking about originally rating it between a 1 and a 5 out of 100. And then that final fight happened, and I just decided there was truly nothing about this movie that I enjoyed. So it gets a 0 out of 100, which is fucking crazy, man. I never thought after ranking this it would get that bad. But I ended up updating my bottom 10 list, I think it was 3 times this week, or this past week, with Spawn, something else, and then something else that was in it, and then got removed out of it. But I'll get there shortly, actually. So, yeah, least favorite movie of the week was Spawn. Now, up next, let's move on to another terribly trash movie. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, 1995. A 14 out of 100. I thoroughly did not enjoy this one either. I thought it was quite bad, obviously. You guys can read my review, but it was really unenjoyable. I'm not a big Power Rangers guy. I remember watching Power Rangers as a kid and really enjoying them, and honestly, I don't know why. I would imagine the shows are better, I hope. There is like an hour short film sequel of this movie that came out last year. I didn't watch it. I meant to watch it last week and I just forgot. So I'm going to watch it this week. But yeah, I really, really, really didn't enjoy this either. A 14 out of 100 is obviously very bad. So that ended up going into my bottom 10 movies of all time now as well. But let's move on to the other one, which is ISS, a 2024 release, I believe. And yeah, I mean, it says 2023, but I'm pretty sure it did come out 2024. But anyways, another terrible movie. I ranked it a 23 out of 100, and this was actually number 10 until I watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, and then that ended up bumping ISS out of the top 10. But I spent money on this movie. I seen it in theaters, and that was sad. That was a very big waste of money. So that really sucked, I won't lie. But let's keep going. Up next to The Kitchen, which is Daniel Kaluuya's directorial debut. I ranked it a 35 out of 100. I've seen a lot of people talking about this movie, saying that it wasn't necessarily a bad movie, but I just don't think a lot of people really grasped onto it, and myself included. I basically didn't pay attention to this. I was cleaning out my camera roll on my phone, and I pretty much just had this on in the background, and every time I really paid attention to it, like I would go through like 15-minute intervals of paying attention to it, versus like half-ass paying attention to it. Every time I paid attention to it, it just wasn't very interesting to me. But again, if I had have actually paid full attention to it, would I have enjoyed it more? Probably. So that's kind of just my bad. So I don't think the 35 is really a fair rating for it, but nonetheless, let's keep going. Up next to The Maze Runner, The Death Cure, which I watched all 3 Maze Runners this week. Now I'm done, kind of the like teen dystopian novels to films, because I did Hunger Games not long ago. I did Divergent earlier this year already. Then here's Maze Runner. I did learn that I quite like Dylan O'Brien, though. But yeah, the third one, definitely my least favorite of the trilogy. I ranked it a 40 out of 100. Yeah, I just didn't really enjoy this one that much, especially compared to the first 2. I quite enjoyed the first 2, which was really surprising. I didn't know I was going to like these as much as I did. Sorry if you heard my Discord. But yeah, I mean, a 40 out of 100, I just think it's a bad movie overall. I don't think it's like a terrible movie or anything, but I don't think it's great either. Let me just close Discord. But let's keep going on to Hatching Pete, which is another Disney Channel movie. Mel and I have been going through Disney Channel. We've been watching a whole bunch. I haven't watched this one. I don't have any memory of this as a kid, to be honest, so I don't think I ever watched it. But yeah, I mean, it was alright. I ranked it a 45 out of 100. I think it's kind of mid. I didn't think it was like the worst Disney Channel movie, that's for sure, but I definitely didn't think it was like upper echelon of Disney either. So overall, I just thought it was kind of mid. But let's keep going. Up next to Badland Hunters, which is ridiculous to say that this is my favorite 2024 release so far. A 61 out of 100. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was a pretty cool concept. Don Lee is, of course, amazing. His character, this is literally just an overpowered superhuman, essentially. But yeah, I thought this was an interesting concept, and I did enjoy it a little bit. So obviously, like I said, my favorite 2024 release so far, and I believe I watched 7 2024 releases, so not bad. I mean, it's definitely not great. It's kind of been a rough start to the year, but that's all right. Let's move on to what I believe to be actually my least favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. I finished the Tarantino movies this week. I only have 3 others to watch. So here is Jackie Brown, a 75 out of 100 for me. I just felt like this one was overly long and not as interesting and gripping as some of Tarantino's other films. So yeah, I felt kind of bored at times with this one. I just didn't enjoy this one as much. I do still think it's good. It's obviously a good movie. I ranked it a 75 out of 100. But yeah, I just don't think it's anything too special. But again, like I said, I did enjoy it for the most part. And up next, we move on to the second Maze Runner of Maze Runner: The Scorch Trials, which I quite enjoyed this one as well. A 75 out of 100. I enjoyed it, the add-on cast members as well into this movie, into this trilogy. I like this one as well. Like I said, a 75 out of 100. I thought it was good, And again, I just didn't expect myself to enjoy these movies as much as I did, so I'm happy with that. But let's keep going. Up next to, I think it's, oh no, sorry, never mind. It's the Power Rangers movie that came out in 2017, which, again, similarly, after watching that original Power Rangers movie, I was really worried about watching this one. I didn't think it was going to be anything good, but I quite enjoyed this one. I really liked the characters together in this movie. I thought their chemistry was pretty solid, and I just really enjoyed that. I didn't really care for the villain. The villain was definitely the worst part of this movie, but I really enjoyed the leads together. Their chemistry, again, I thought was pretty solid, and I really enjoyed them together on screen. It felt like they were actually having fun, and the movie is pretty fun when it was them on screen. So a 76 out of 100 for Power Rangers 2017. Again, I enjoyed that more than I thought I would too. And I believe that brings us into, oh no, the top four. I was going to say top three, but no. Up next, The Maze Runner, the first one. A 4-star for me, an 81 out of 100. Again, I enjoyed this a lot more than I thought I was going to. I didn't enjoy the Divergence. I didn't really enjoy most of the Hunger Games either that much. So this one is actually like number 2 in my teen dystopian novel to films, which is crazy. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed this a lot more than I thought, and I learned that I really like Dylan O'Brien, and he's a fantastic actor. He was great in all of these movies. And plus my next movie, which I watched last night, 11 Monsters, an 82 out of 100. I thought this was a really fun movie. I think this might be a new comfort movie for me. And of course, Dylan O'Brien as the lead. He was great. I loved the cast in this. I had no idea how good the cast was. But I really enjoyed this. I thought this was a pretty cool concept and a unique concept on like the apocalyptic world-ending event. So that was pretty cool, and it was really well shot. I really liked it. That was a great movie. An 82 out of 100 for me, which ends up going number 3 on the week. Then up next, my second favorite movie of the week was actually my second watch of the week, which was The Hateful Eight. And I said the first thing I wrote in my review was underrated Tarantino. I think this should be talked about more. I think this is like my second or third favorite Tarantino movie. I think it's my second on the Tarantino list. Third. I really loved this movie. This movie was a pleasant surprise. This is, I feel like, his best dialogue-driven movie. I thought this one was absolutely great, and I really, really, really loved this one. I thought this one was absolutely awesome. The best dialogue from any Tarantino movie, I think. And then that brings us on to what was my first watch of the week and my favorite watch of the week, which was Django Unchained. Definitely a top Tarantino film for me. It's number 2 on my list, and truly a achievement in filmmaking, I feel. It's absolutely amazing. I really, really love this movie, and I like this one a lot. And I wasn't a big fan of most of the Tarantino movies. I expected every Tarantino movie to be on or higher rated than what I actually ranked them, but this one did exceed my expectations. I liked it just about what I expected, if not a little bit more, so I'm very happy. But with that being said, that's everything for last week. I think it was 14 movies again last week. I'm up to 80 movies now already this year, so nice. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.